Kia ora, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week at everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock with news of China's struggles to contain the impacts of excessive debt and high commodity prices. But first in the US, the Chicago Fed's National Activity Index suggests that economic activity moderated in April from March. And we regularly report on the size and growth of the US Fed's balance sheet. It has been rising slowly to about $7.9 trillion, or just under 36% of US annual GDP. But new projections released by the New York Fed suggest it could rise to $9 trillion, or 41% of US GDP by the end of next year, unless they change course and start tapering soon. In China, corporate desk risks are rising, forcing firms to enter into much shorter tenors to get their refinancing deals done. This is the world's second largest debt market, but it is by far the largest as far as corporate debt maturing before the end of 2021. In fact, so much is maturing in the next 7 months, it matches all the maturities for both the US and EU combined for that period. Investors are getting nervous, and that is making the stress levels higher. Making matters worse are two trends. Chinese corporations are defaulting on local bonds at the fastest pace on record, and Beijing is trying to enforce commercial discipline on these debt markets by trying not to bail out investors when debt goes bad. But make no mistake, Beijing has no qualms about interfering in other markets. It has stepped up efforts to curb skyrocketing raw material costs that pose a threat to their economic recovery, summoning representatives of its metal industry at the weekend to warn them against any moves that could bid up prices. On the global scene, there are reports that the G7 is close to a deal on taxation of the world's largest companies, the objective being to end the ability of global companies to shift profits to low-tax jurisdictions. This deal has a better chance of working now that the US is part of the resolution. On Wall Street, the S&P 500 is up 1.2% in a strong start to the week, with risk appetites returning. And the US Treasury 10-year yield starts today softish at 1.61% from this time yesterday. And the price of gold starts today up at $1,883 an ounce, a rise of $2 today. And oil prices start today up $2 as well, at just under $66 a barrel in the US, while the international Brent price is just under $68.50 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar starts today at 72.2 US cents, and a rise of half a cent since this time yesterday. Against the Australian dollar, we're up to 93.1 Australian cents, and against the euro, we're firm at 59.1 euro cents. That means our trade-weighted index starts today at 73.6. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.